Did you know Yosef's gay? He could be doing Averas. Yosef could be sinning. Do you think I'm a different person from who I was before? Do you think I just suddenly became gay? Do you not realize that I've been this way all along, all the time that you saw me and all those times you complimented me? And suddenly now you're suspecting me. So, do you think now that I'm admitting who I am, without shame, baseless, unjustified shame, that now I'm suddenly going to do everything that's forbidden, as though before I was open about it, I couldn't have been doing something? Maybe I was sinning all along. Or maybe there's a reason why you didn't know about this, whereas virtually all of my other friends did. Let me ask you something. Let's say that we live in a world where you're not allowed to admit that you're attracted to the opposite sex. And one day someone finds out, hey, did you know Yosef likes girls? Oh my God. He could be committing adultery. He could be cheating with your wife. He could be having sex before marriage. Did you know Yosef is married? He could be having sex with his wife while she's in Nida. Since when does the fact that somebody is attracted to someone mean that they're automatically doing every possible sin imaginable with that person? Since when did someone who admitted that they like the smell of hamburgers mean that they are going to McDonald's at every opportunity? Since when did the fact that you, who I know loves to fantasize about killing Arabs, that at every opportunity you have, you're killing Arabs? Not that that's justified anyway. If the world were to function in the way that you're acting with regard to me, and I'm sure you would react the same way with anyone else who you found out is gay, if the world would react in that way, it would be total chaos. Thank God we are not like you. I could only wish that you would change. You know, with you can change. But you know, all that time that I was trying to change myself into something that I'm not, just so that insecure people like you could be a little more happy in their little bubble of a world. All that time that I was trying to change myself, most of my friends knew about me because I confided in them. And unfortunately, some of them, whether innocently or not, told other people. And those people decided they would hate me and spread rumors about me, even though that I was spending every little bit of spare cash that I had to change myself by means of psychologists and reparative therapy and books on the matter. I've been trying to do this since I first learned about this with regard to myself at the age of 13. Yeah, these people hated me even though I wasn't doing a thing. In fact, I'm probably one of the few people, if not the only person that they knew who in their entire 20s never had intercourse. But I'm still evil and scum of the earth. And if you really cared about people in general, if you really cared about me, you wouldn't be turning to everyone who knows me and saying, hey, Yosef could be sinning. Yosef could be sinning. Okay, so let's say Yosef sins. Let's just assume that Yosef sins. What do you have to suggest to Yosef or to anyone else who's only attracted to their own gender? What do you have to suggest for them to get by with existence where they are simply not at all attracted to the opposite sex? Do you have nothing else to contribute to the matter than to inspire baseless hatred? Or all you know to do otherwise is to suggest them to continue in vain to try to change who they are, even if that will lead to suicide? Fact is, you don't have a clue what you're talking about. And you add to the Torah no better than taking away from the Torah. Both a transgression of the Torah. You know, to motivate people to pursue a path that will likely lead to self-destruction or extreme turmoil, which will prevent them from fulfilling commandments, is no less of a sin than to violate laws with regard to homosexuality. And you should be careful, because the world's getting a little bit more enlightened about this issue. And if one day someone turns to you innocently and humbly and tells you, "I'm gay," and you direct them on a path of self-hatred, of shame, and of false hopes that they can change themselves, and you direct them towards change therapy, which perhaps, maybe, hypothetically, could help someone who's maybe a repressed bisexual. But he turns out not to be. And like most people who turn to reparative therapy, trying to change their sexual orientation, he will be sorely disappointed after years of attempts and no telling how much money. If somewhere down the line, as a result of your misguided advice, he reaches such a low state of self-hatred and psychological, emotional turmoil that he ends up shedding his own blood, some of that blood is going to be on your hands.